Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ain Suaida and I'm from HM1122EA. The product we're going to talk about is instant coffee. So the first is processing methods of instant coffee. There are two main processing methods for making instant coffee, which is spray drying. It happens when liquid coffee extract is sprayed into a stream of hot air about 180 Celsius to 250 Celsius. And as the tiny droplets fall, they dry almost instantly into fine coffee powder or granules. Spray drying also have advantage, which is it fast and economical, and it also suitable for large scale production, while disadvantage can affect flavor quality due to high heat exposure, and it also results in a more uniform but less rich taste. The another method is freeze drying, or we call lyophilization. It happens when coffee extract is frozen at very low temperatures around -40 Celsius, then placed in a vacuum chamber where the ice supplements turns directly from solid to vapor and leaving behind dry granules. Freeze drying preserves more of the original aroma and flavor, and it also produces a higher quality and more aromatic product, while disadvantage will more expensive and time consuming than spray drying. Next, I will talk about the equipment used in processing instant coffee. The process has several steps from brewing to packaging, and each step uses special machines. The first one is extraction, or we call brewing. It uses large tanks to brew ground coffee with hot water, and the coffee liquid is separated from the used grounds. The second one is concentration. It uses evaporators to remove some water from the coffee extract, and this will make the coffee stronger before drying. And the third one is drying, that I recently explained about spray drying and freeze drying. The fourth is agglomeration, which is optional. It uses steam and granulating machines to make coffee particles bigger. This will help the coffee dissolve more easily in water. And the last one is packaging. It uses filling and sealing machines to pack coffee into jars or sachets. It will keep the coffee fresh and ready for sale.
My name is Nurul Mazarina and I am from class HM1122EA. So today I would like to present about method preservation of coffee. There is three methods that had been written in this slide, which is a tight storage environment, and container choice. Let's take a look at the first point. A tight container used to protect coffee from light, air, and moisture. Vacuum sealing also helps to remove air, slowing down oxidation and preserving flavor longer. Second point is storage environment. We must store coffee in cool, dry, and dark environment. The most ideal temperature to keep coffee is between 50 and 17 degrees. And avoid refrigeration or freezing because it can introduce moisture and odor. Lastly, we should use opaque, airtight containers like ceramic, metal, or glass to ensuring a tight lid. Now we can move to our next slide. I'm going to continue about packaging and material of coffee. Stand-up pouches is commonly used for specialty and retail coffee. Second one is flat bottom. It gives premium look and can stand upright like a box. Side gusset bags is traditional coffee bags. Usually tin type bags used for ground or whole bean coffee. After that, cans and tins used for premium or mass market ground coffee. It is also long shelf life. And lastly, single serve pots can control portion, very convenient and hermetically sealed for freshness. Aluminium foil, plastic films, paper, Biodegradable and glass-lined or wax paper is most common material type of coffee packaging. That's all from me. I will pass the slide to my friends.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Fikriya. Today I want to talk about nutrient in coffee. Coffee bears a blue nutrient profile, minimal micronutrients, very low in calories, protein, carbohydrate, and fat. Trace macronutrient contains small amounts of potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B such as riboflavin B2, rich in bioactive compounds. Caffeine enhances alertness and reduces fatigue. Antioxidant high in chlorogenic acid and other polyphenols offering protective benefit. Important consideration: additive significant alert nutritional content such as sugar and milk. Processing impact roast level and brewing method affect beneficial compounds. Nutrient absorption: coffee can interfere with mineral absorption. After that, how coffee nutrients are affected. Coffee's beneficial compounds and nutrient availability can be influenced in two main ways. First thing, I can say as degradation of beneficial compounds, which is pre-consumption. First, roasting. High temperature alter or reduce delicate compounds like antioxidant. Second, grinding can increase exposure to oxygen, leading to oxidation and degradation. Third, brewing. Heat during brewing can degrade some less stable compounds. For storage, improper storage, exposure to air, heat, light, and moisture can cause compounds to break down over time, affecting quality and potential. Second, which is interference with nutrient absorption. Post-consumption, certain compounds in coffee, particularly polyphenols and caffeine, can inhibit the body's ability to absorb the essential micronutrient from food. Key nutrient potential effects include: first, iron can reduce absorption, especially non-hammer iron, and calcium and vitamin D. Caffeine may impact their absorption or acquisition. Vitamin B and other minerals increase excretion due to coffee diuretic effect. Or interference with absorption of mineral like manganese and zinc.
Hi, my name is Nur Balkis and I'm going to present about quality of characteristic. There are three parts of characteristic, which is sensory, physical and chemical. For sensory, first, aroma, smell of the brewed coffee ranging from floral. For flavor, balance and complexity of sweet, sour and bitter. For acidity, a bright, tangy or crisp sensation desirable in many high-quality or Arabica coffees. Aftertaste, flavor that lingers after swallowing, ideally pleasant and lasting. For physical, bean size and shape, larger, well-formed beans. For color, uniform, cream, or even rose color. For defects, prefer fewer defects. Moisture content, ideal is between 10 to 12%. Effect storage and roast quality. For chemical, caffeine content varies by species. For example, Arabica has less than Robusta. For chlorogenic acid, affect bitterness and astringency. Volatile compound responsible for aroma and flavor complexity. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Ainun and I'm going to present about the pigment of coffee. So first is melanoidins, which is the main pigments that are responsible to deep brown to almost black color. It is formed through the Maillard reaction, a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugar during roasting. It also contributes to caffeine's flavor, aroma, and antioxidant properties. Next are caramelized sugar during roasting. Natural sugar in the coffee beans caramelize, adding to the brown color. These compounds are generally less dark than melanoidins but still contribute to the overall pigments. Lastly, chlorogenic acids. These are naturally present in the green coffee beans. When roasted, they are break down and contribute to both flavor and color changes. Their degradation also play a role in melanoidin formation. So for the last slide, I'm going to explain about the chemical changes. During roasting, it is Maillard reaction where it is happen between amino acids and reducing the sugar. This reaction also produce melanoidins and contributing to color, aroma, and flavor. It is also responsible to caffeine signature brown pigments. Second, caramelization. When natural sugar in the beans break down under the heat, it leads to sweet, nutty, and caramel-like flavor. It's also occurred at higher temperature than the Maillard reaction. Next are the chemical changes during brewing. Extraction of soluble compounds. Caffeine, acids, sugar, melanoidins, and aromatics dissolve into the water. Whenever it is on the extraction time, temperature, grind, and size affects on the flavor balance. Second, oxidation. Brewed coffee oxidize quickly and changing its taste more to stale or sour notes. Oxidation occurred faster when exposed to air or reheated. Third, acid-base interaction. Various acids like citric affect perceived acidity. It interacts with bitter compound for flavor complexity. Lastly, storage-related chemical reaction. Roasted coffee bean slowly oxidize and lose aroma. Lipid oxidation can lead to rancid flavor or unpleasant taste. Degassing, which is releasing of CO2, also changes chemical composition over the time. That's all from us. Thank you.